Hey guys, today we are going to be making a video, isn't it? We're making a video of me reacting to this article by GameSpot. Again, I'll have the description of this in the description, or the link of this article in the description below, so you can have a chance to go read it in full for yourself. So, is the Nintendo Switch Lite for you? Look at the pros and cons. All right. So it's literally a smaller Switch with fewer features. So that could basically be a con, I guess. A con, because it loses the whole magical switch factor, not my words, someone else's words, I don't remember, sorry. Because you can't switch between TV and the handheld mode. Uh, you can't turn the controllers off. And, like, you can't take them off. It's a smaller screen. One of the only things is that one of the things that may be better for you if your opinion is swaying in that side is instead of it having a 4-button D-pad, it will have an actual directional pad on the left, I believe, and a better battery life. I think it's like 30 minutes longer. It should say down here. And here is the original Switch, which is 6.2 inches, the new Switch 6.2, and I'll have Marco's YouTube description in the description below, and as long also with my Twitter. And then it's 5.5 inches, so it looks like how many inches less is that? Is that 2, 5, 9 inches? I think somewhere between 5 and 9 inches smaller. 720p, and because it's obviously can't dock into Go TV, it doesn't have an on-docked feature. Dimensions smaller. Instead of it being 7, instead of it being 4 times 9.4 times 0.55, it will be 3.6 times 8.2 times 0.55. So the weight is smaller, with it actually being 0.61 pounds instead of 88 pounds. And its battery life, oh, I didn't realize it was smaller than the new. See, it seems like the best choice is obviously the original Switch New, but I think it's just up to you depending on handheld mode or something. Because it does have about, let's see, 6.5, 7, so that does have a half hour than the original, but 2 hours below, or so it's a half hour above the original, uh, 2 hours below the lifespan of a original Switch New version. So if you have a budget, Lite's probably best. But if you have some money you can spend, maybe the original Switch New version would be good. But right here, it offers some control improvements, much has already been made about the Switch. Proper D-pad, which is certainly a boon when playing some games like Mario Max 6 too. But its analog sticks are also a little larger, which I did not know, and more flexible than the Joy-Cons, as the portable device Switch Lite is all about more comfortable to use than the standard Switch. So you got a little bigger Joy-Cons and a proper D-pad, which is nice. But if you want to play multiplayer games, then you are going to have to pay, I think it's like almost $100 to buy an accessory controller. So you are gonna have to do that. So if you want to play, and remember, since it is handheld mode and it can't go to the TV, you're gonna have to play like multiplayer on the screen, because this I feel is more intended for solo players, much like a DS on like a Wii U type of thing. But even on the Wii U, actually you actually had to get Wii remotes, I think. So bad example, but yeah, if you remember, because you can't dock it to the TV, you're gonna have to play multiplayer on the small screen, the 5.5-inch screen, right? Something like that. And you're going to have to spend more money for more accessory controllers. But like it says down here, if your friends both if you both have the copy of the same game, you can just play wirelessly. So then you don't have to play at the same screen. Again, some games aren't. I haven't said it. Some games aren't suited for it, like Nintendo Labo, because the Nintendo Switch Lite won't have the HD Rumble or the IR camera, whatever that is. But the HT rumble is the rumble in the joystick controllers, I believe. And I'm guessing in the original Switch, there's an IR camera. It's been original since it's been a while since I've held a Switch. So if you Super Mario Party, once you Switch, don't support handheld mode. So if you really want to play those titles, you have to purchase accessory Joy-Cons. I call them accessory Joy-Cons instead of just Joy-Cons because you have to buy them separate, which makes them like an accessory. So I guess, however, in Super Mario Maker 2, it has a unique controller. The game plays differently in handheld mode when docked. In handheld mode, you can only use the touchscreen to edit levels. In Course Maker, you can't use the system's button to lay down parts or select on-screen icons. So the only either way to do all those on the Switch Lite is to use your finger or pick up a stylus. It's certainly not a deal breaker, something to be aware of. Oh, so you can't use the D-pad, I guess, or the buttons to make a control or make a map or customize it in Super Mario Maker 2. You're gonna have to use everything on the screen. It is pretty, I'll give you that. So, is Nintendo Switch Lite good? One, I think it's good if you're with a budget. And two, I think it's good if you're not too picky about games. I also think it's good if you want to be more of a solo player. And I also think it's good if you don't mind the less features. If you value saving money than features, and I think it's good. But the cons are it doesn't really seem like a Switch console. You can't go from TV to Switch or to handheld mode because it'll always be in handheld mode. If you want to play multiplayer, you're gonna have to buy accessory Joy Cons and share the small screen. So it's really gonna suck if 4 or 3 of you guys all want to play. Obviously, it sucks if you can't. If you only want a game. If maybe the whole reason you want Nintendo Switch is because you want to play Mario Party, but you can only afford the Lite. So, but the main game you want to play is Mario Party, so that might suck. And you can't play it on TV. So I think it comes down to this: Do you value saving money, or do you value having more features? Honestly, because I'm probably never gonna rarely play with other people, and I don't mind. Actually, I think it'd be comfortable sitting crisscross applesauce on the mattress I sleep on, and have the Nintendo Switch Lite on a pillow. That the pillow's on the wall and being hunched over and looking at the Nintendo Switch Lite with accessory Joy Cons. I just see myself doing that, and plus, I think it'd just be easier for me, not easy, but easier for say to look at a smaller screen when playing a game, so I don't have to put my eyes everywhere on the screen to keep track of what's going on. So I think it's good, but remember, I value and it's not so much because I have an opportunity to get the original Switch, but I want the Lite because I really don't plan on playing it on the T. Well, I probably would, but I just want the Lite because it's handheld mode and it's new, and I have a feeling the original Switch is gonna be like the original Xbox, and the original PS4 that came out in 2013. Then the Nintendo Switch Lite is like the PS4 Slim and Xbox One S, and the newest whatever Nintendo Switch will be like the Xbox One X or the PS4 Pro. And if you know the original PS4 and the original Xbox is not, I mean I'm sure it's still supported, but it's not as widely known. So it may not have all the features of Lite, but at least if they make a new like Pro or X, for example, version of the Nintendo Switch, at least the Lite will still be supported longer than the original Switch, I'm guessing. But that's just my theory. If Let me know your thoughts down there in the comments below. Again, I'll have Marcos Eats in the description. I probably should ask for permission before I release the video because his YouTube channel did show up, but I'm still going to upload it anyways because I'm an a-hole, not a justifiable reason. Just going to do it because I'm too lazy and embarrassed and ashamed to ask. Like and subscribe if you don't mind. I appreciate that. I'll have Twitter in the description below and this article. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe as usual. I got man titties. I like My Little Pony.